The Giants get completely destroyed by the Cowboys, but yet a loss is a win in our eyes because now we have the second overall pick. We're slated to have the second overall pick for this upcoming NFL draft, man. Before we dive into anything, man, subscribe down below. Road to 10K still active, man. Like the video, comment down below your thoughts. And if you've been with me on this channel for a little while, man, I got a new space. Clearly, as you can see, I got nothing in my background right now. Right now, all I got is some shoes. Got a little light going on in the back. I'm gonna be putting up some stuff behind me. Like I said previously, man, I did purchase my first home, so I finally have its own space for the juke, and I'll be looking to take off in here, make a bunch of different content that's coming out shortly, man. Talking about the Giants, I'm never not gonna talk about the Giants. No matter how upset I get, I'll still be talking about this team, but I'm looking to dabble into more little different ideas, so make sure you stay tuned on that part. But let's talk about what you came here for. The New York Giants lead to have the number 2 overall pick, and before we get there, what happened on Sunday? We got completely, utterly destroyed, and this has just been the trend for the New York Giants in this season. Once again, I will be having a video coming out this week talking about why that playoff win was probably the worst thing that could have ever happened for us, because this is kind of just what you expected us to look like last year. The first year of the rebuild, where this team doesn't have a bunch of talent. You expected them to get blown out here and there and look competitive at times. Right now, we don't look competitive at all. You know, allowing an offense to score 49 points against you after they put up 40 in the first game when you had a blocked kick, and, you know, you could just tell that the team never got a chance to get in its rhythm. Well, guess what? Weeks later, here we are getting beat and letting them score 49 points. It's embarrassing at this point. I know I'm putting on this Giants jacket. I'm putting on this Giants hat. I'm mainly excited for the new opportunities that's coming my way, and, of course, just being able to talk about this team more and more every single week. But, of course, I want to talk about them when they're winning. And guess what? They're not going to be doing that. And who knows? Maybe the rest of the year, they might not get a single win. And now the fan base is split on this part. A lot of us don't want to see our team get embarrassed every single week. They don't want to see us lose every single week. It looks like there's a lot more heading our way. And with the stuff that's going to happen in the locker room, I'm just worried about where this is going to end up. You already saw Sterling Shepard and, you know, Darius Slayton getting into it. Well, people thought they were getting into it. It seemed like Sterling was trying to calm him down after he was arguing. Darius Slayton was arguing with the wide receiver coach. These are the things that people don't realize can still happen. And this is why me being a Giants fan, of course, you know, at this point, there's really nothing to root for except for the draft pick. So maybe I want us to get a new quarterback. I do, but I'll be dabbling in that later. But it's hard to really put on your hat every single Sunday, put on your jersey, and just expect us to lose. Like, it's hard to be a fan and really root for that. And for me, that's just something that I don't do normally. You know, I would love for us to win. You know, I would love for us to get a quarterback as well. But people just forget that these are human beings that are trying to win on Sunday. There is nobody on this team, as far as putting on a helmet and shoulder pads, that's going out there to lose. There's nobody on this team that's trying to do that. Now, coaching, now front office, you know, that's something to be talked about in another topic. I'm not saying they're throwing games, but shoot, man, there's a lot of questionable decisions that's going on, and not only just for us, but around the league. I don't know about you guys. If you checked out that Patriots game, the Patriots look almost as bad as us, if not worse. And that pick by Mac Jones at the end, I don't know, man. It just looks like a tanking play, just like the Giants are. It's questionable, and as being a Giants fan, I would have never guessed that we would be here at this point. If you look at my videos in the offseason, look at my videos leading up to week 1, man, I definitely didn't expect us to blow up the way we are. And shoot, with injuries and ton of injuries, our quarterback tears his ACL. Now we're looking towards drafting another quarterback and him being the new leader for this team. And you don't magically end up with a number 1, number 2, number 3 overall pick. So if we were to be there, I fully expect them to draft a quarterback. And if they didn't, I would really be questioning, where is this team heading in? Like, what's the direction for this franchise? Where are we going? That's definitely what I'll be questioning. But who knows, man? Right now, they're slated to be number 2. Right now, the only people that are ahead of us is the Panthers, which the Bears own that pick from that trade. I definitely think the Panthers can win another game, but they're just as bad as us. Bryce Young looks like he is still getting used to this NFL, right? The NFL, the whole league in general. You see a guy like CJ Stroud where he just owns it. And funny thing enough, man, before the last season started, I was saying that it's going to be Stroud season for the New York Giants. I said that a long time ago when I first started this channel. Stroud looks like a beast. Stroud looks like a beast. And if anything, I'm seeing it all on Giants Twitter. CJ Stroud is the type of quarterback you want for this franchise. A type of quarterback you want for your franchise. Not a quarterback that they need this wide receiver, they need an offensive line. Of course we need all those things. And I'm not saying that CJ Stroud has the best, because they definitely don't have the worst either. You just need a quarterback that's going to make a difference on the team. And when you look at it, the Texans barely won any games last year. And look at them. Now they're beating teams like the Bengals. And all they did was add a quarterback, add a couple little pieces, but by far his wide receiver core is not like the other teams in this league. We know that for sure. So I look at stuff like that and I really question myself, man, are you telling me Daniel Jones couldn't have done that with this wide receiver group? Like, I know our offensive line is really bad, but are you telling me that our quarterback couldn't have done this or Tyrod Taylor couldn't have done this? I have to question our schemes. I have to question our offensive coordinators. And at this point, I'm shocked that nobody's got fired yet. And it's 12:31 at the time of this recording today. Obviously, it being the 13th. I expect something to happen soon. With the Cowboys blowing us out that bad, with them scoring 49 points, somebody's going to lose their job soon. Is it going to be Brian Daboll? No. Is it going to be Joe Shane? No. There's no reason for that to happen. But everyone outside of that should be fireable. And once again, I don't have too much stuff in this room, man. So if you hear a little echo, I apologize. But someone that also has to be talked about getting fired, and I don't think it's going to happen mid-season, but I don't see him staying, Wink Martindale. Now, I know he's posted up a couple good games against some bad quarterbacks, a couple young quarterbacks that he just torches them. But how do you let 49 points get scored on your defense? No matter who you're throwing out there. Now, we all know the offense is bad. We all know this offense is probably the worst. Not probably. It's the worst in the league. But the defense allowing 49 points is inexcusable. So there's no way he's going to come back. Mike Kafka, I think he's going to have to be the scapegoat coming shortly. And Brian Daboll is going to have to take over the reins of the offense soon. He might get fired in the midseason. But he for sure, I don't see him being here after the season as well. When you look at it, no matter how you cut it, worst offense in the league by a wide margin. Nothing else you could really say there. It's funny because yesterday was the second highest score that the Giants posted up, and it was 17 points. The second highest score all season. It's a bad situation. It's an ugly situation overall. Where are you at with this Giants team? Where are you at when it comes to drafting or us winning in general, man? Let me know down below in the comments, man. I'm looking to hear from y'all. I got more content coming out for you shortly. I will be live this Wednesday for sure. You can count on it because I was waiting on Wi-Fi. I was waiting on my setup being here, all these different things. But guess what? We're here now. So Wednesday night, 8:30 p.m. Make sure you're here, man. I'll be going live shortly that day. Now, I have to ask you if there's one question I want you guys to answer down below. If you had your pick, is it Caleb Williams or is it Drake May? Which quarterback do you want? I'll be diving into both of those quarterbacks coming soon, man, because it's looking like it's going to be a two-man race, and it's looking like the Giants are going to have their fair share on one of them, whichever one falls to them. So I'm going to be looking at those quarterbacks, man, and diving into that. I was holding off on this whole draft status for a while, but like I said before, we got 7 more games to watch of this bad offense. And I didn't even talk about the game overall, but, you know, maybe I'll do a separate video talking about the game in depth. Tommy DeVito is Tommy DeVito. This offense is his offense. And overall, man, it could get ugly real quick. And that's something that people don't talk about, people don't think about when you're losing all these games. We'll be looking to see what happens, man. Comment down below your thoughts. Subscribe, bros, and Tech A Still Acting, man. Like the video, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Let's go, Big Blue. Peace.